Hi everybody, Emilie Chamel here for Pink Fresh Studio, and today I'm playing along with Holiday Magic. I am in love with this collection. It's such an original Christmas collection. It's so beautiful, and I think it's so beautiful that I kind of got overwhelmed a little bit with it, and I just wanted to do it justice. So I struggled a little bit on this layout. You will see, because I'm taking you along a little bit with my struggles. But in the end, I created a layout I love, so I hope you're gonna enjoy this video. I started by layering several pattern paper, and I wanted to create a little bit slightly ruffled edge without using the tear and curl technique I've been using a lot lately. So all I did is I cut it with a craft knife, stick it together, and then ruffled it very quickly. I then created a mixed media background, very light one, using the packaging technique, and for that I used my beautiful Pink Fresh Studio ink pads. And I went on and just added several colours again and again. Well, I added a green and a yellow. So the yellow is the marigold, and the green one is, if I remember rightly, it's the Ocean Breeze one. So yeah, it's Mermaid Cove one. So once I was happy with my mixed media background, it was all dried and nice and happy, I went on and stitched my papers. I then went on to mount my photograph onto the pinky reddish starry paper that I could find in the 6x6 paper pad. I love using the paper pad for that kind of project because you don't end up cutting a full 12x12 sheet, and it's just, I don't know, it's just a great way to mat and back up your photograph. As you can see, I pulled the sheet as well that had the Leo Christmas bubbles, and I haven't used it, but you can see here now, right now on the top right corner, I have fussy cut them. So I'm still taking you through that process because I have struggled. So there's a lot of fussy cutting involved, and I'm not going to use all of it. I'm cutting those strips because I love that kind of ticket effect, and I'm going to work on that ticket effect. I'm cutting the strip, and then I'm going to score it a little bit, fold it, take out the little hole in the middle, just to give it that definite ticket look. I am using it on the layout, but then you will see it's not gonna stay on for long. I had yeah, it was a painful birth, that layout, but I mean, the most important is I absolutely love the finished result, and sometimes you've got to go through the motion to create a layout that you love, and that's perfectly okay to go through it. Even though I had an idea in mind, even though I knew what I wanted to do, when I actually came to put it on paper, it didn't quite work out the way I had envisioned, and it's okay to review and rework what you've got to actually make it work and to give you a final result that you like. So I distressed the edges of some of the squares that I had cut earlier on, distressing the edge as well of that ticket strips, and then I went on to stick it and glue it and start to place it around, play with it. And yeah, that's where the struggle started, but I thought, you know what, I need to commit, I need to go with it, and I need to glue it down. So I went on, I glued it down, and yeah, you will see later on it doesn't stay glued on for very long, but hey. One of the struggle I had with this is that I really wanted to keep all those little writings. I had chosen those pieces because I like that North Pole, and I like that all those Christmas sayings. It just works so well with my photograph. It's a photo of Sophia back in Christmas 2019, so quite, 2 years ago already, and she's wearing a super cute Santa dress, and it made me think of the North Pole, etc. And she's posing in front of the Christmas tree, so it has a really, really lovely Christmas feel about it, and I just wanted to reinforce that North Pole. I also love the mix of colours, and I don't know, I think I was trying to put too much on, and in the end, we'll see, we'll just scale it right down. But yeah, love those little houses. I think when you love too many things, it can get very overwhelming very, very quickly. So yeah, I think I just love that collection too much, and I wanted to put everything on, and that doesn't work. You can't just put everything on. But yeah, it's hard when you love it too much, isn't it? So I'm mounting the little houses on double-sided sticky foam pads for the added volume and detail, and then I'm playing with florals, trying to add details, few snowflakes, all the little elements that I loved out of this pack, and things that I had selected a little bit previously. I always one for visual triangle, and this is what I'm trying to reproduce with all those florals right now, creating a visual triangle around my photos. Once that's all down, I am then mounting the snowflake on double-sided sticky foam pad, and once again I am recreating that visual triangle by placing them in a triangle around my photograph. So it's kind of a rule of threes, and yeah, trying to make it work and kind of work. But I'm not, you know what, at that point when I was creating it, I wasn't keen. I knew there was something that wasn't working. There was so much I loved, but there was also something, you know, a little voice that was telling me it's not working and I need to change something. Chose my title with the Merry and Bright. It just worked perfectly with my photograph, as well as the layout where everything was. And then all those little bubbles that I had fussy cut earlier on, you can see I'm trying to play with it. This is not going to stay on the layout. It's yeah, I was trying to get them to hang down a little bit, and you know what, from editing this video I can see where I went wrong. I should have put some of the balls slightly more on the left. This is where the undoing starts again. So as you can see, I've pulled out the North Pole red square, and now I'm adding a little bit of the yellow. I'm distressing it, and I think it didn't quite work. There was too much with that big red. I'm then balancing all my clustering that's on the right. I'm balancing it with a little clustering on the left hand side, and I am repeating that pattern by adding one of the bits of the stickers just there next to the tickets. I am then looking around for more details, what to add and where, and just trying to recoup as well some of the stuff that I'd taken out. It's not working, and then I went with back to the North Pole ticket, but showing a little bit less of it, because if I had kept the side with the North Pole, I couldn't see the whole saying because of the yellow ticket. And then I added a few more layering behind the houses, trying to create a pile and a layering of kind of stickers, tickets, and all together. And I like it a lot more than what it was like. It seems brighter and lighter, a bit less heavy, a little bit less clumsy. So I'm definitely happier with this, but there's still something that is not quite working for me. So adding a few more details, and it's time to call it a day. And if you look closely through the night of the camera, as I came to have a quick look, I removed those tickets, and I'm liking this so much more without this ticket above, you know, the tickets above the photograph. It's lighter, it's brighter, and this is where I was like, yeah, this is what wasn't working all along, and I couldn't quite work it out when it was just there, but stepping away from it just helped me to sort it out. I finished it off with a few gems, which I love: a sticker, the date, quick writing, and as I'm not one for journaling, that's quite enough for me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it showed you that you can go and rework your layout and remove that what doesn't work for you. Thank you so much for watching, and see you soon. Bye.